Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And it is Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. It is November the 4th, and we are reading from the Cat Tarot deck, which is a tarot deck that is, I gotta open the book again to read who created it. It is created by Julia Smiley and illustrated by Megan Lynn Cott. We'll go with Cott. Kott. And I think it's a really cute deck. It's been really fun so far, the couple of cards that we've looked at, and I'm looking forward to see what card will get us through our Wednesday. This is a deck that was a gift to me from my dear friend and podcast co-host, Mary. And if you are interested in not only tarot, but maybe books as well, you can check out our podcast. It's called Casing the Cover. And we have a show about every couple weeks. And you can check out the links in the description below to see more about that. And if you're interested in books and weird humor and bad puns, you should totally check us out. Either way, until then, let's see what card we have for our Wednesday. All right. Okay, this is fun. This is the King of Pentacles, and I know this for sure because it says King of Pentacles across the bottom. And so far, this is the only card that has been like, hey, this is what I am. Look, 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 I make it easy. And I'm really glad because otherwise I would not have figured out this card. If I didn't see King of Pentacles down there, I would think that this is just a very chubby cat enjoying an entire jar full of treats. So Pentacles in the case of the Cat Tarot are clearly treats. Coins are treats. I think it totally makes sense though. Even though I wouldn't naturally do this and think that it was coins, it definitely does make sense to have treats be coins. That is a very big cat. He's also an orange cat, so at least we've got kind of that golden color, I guess. You could very well have a green cat representative of the earth and things like that, but he is kind of that golden color. Maybe I'm pushing it too far. But either way, he's a very happy cat, and he is eating the entire jar of treats all to himself. And we know that Pentacles is about wealth and abundance and material gain and those kinds of things. Obviously, the king is king of those things, and he would have the best, the most, and also a really good handle on things of a material nature. So this is someone who has their financial situation under control. They may not necessarily be wealthy in the traditional sense, but they definitely have a success that they have in the tangible. And they have wealth in the sense of they're not really worried about money. So they wouldn't be worried about, oh, the next paycheck is coming and that kind of thing. So they may not be rolling in it. They may not be a lottery winner or a billionaire, but they're comfortable. They're happy. And they're happy with the choices in their life that got them the success that they are at. And again, that success has to do with material gains. This is not a romantic card. This is not a card of creativity. This really is a card about plotting ahead slowly, surely, and knowing where you're going and setting goals and making sure you stick to those goals. One of the things that I like to tell people about the King of Pentacles is that he is not shy about making rules and keeping to them. And that's not really necessarily about other people as much as it is about himself. If the King of Pentacles or somebody with this energy decides they are going to set out to a goal to do something, they do it. It may not be fast and it may not be easy, but they will trudge along no matter how long it takes, the tortoise style of things rather than the hare. And they're quite content to do so. Again, it's not really a creative sort of thing. It's more of, I know this is going to work. This is tried and true. I'm going to do this until I get it right. And that's more the way they look at things. Obviously, the flip side of this card is about greed and overabundance and taking more than you should and taking on maybe more than you can handle. because that's the other side of the discs or the coins, or in this case, the treats, is maybe you don't want to have it all to yourself. Share, be cool, offer it up to other people. And I think that's really one of the things that is obvious in this card. When you look at it, you're like, well, I'm glad that little kitty cat found his way into the giant treat jar and is taking what he can. But he's not a small kitty, and maybe he shouldn't eat all the treats by himself. So you look at this card and you do kind of get those nuances about what this card means. But again, if it didn't say King of Pentacles underneath it, I never would have attributed it to that. Now, if I pull this card in a reading and the person has no idea what the King of Pentacles represents, I think it's pretty safe to say that they'll get it from the picture, though. This doesn't have some of the more nuanced things about the King of Pentacles, which is, the wealth and the calm and the security and kind of that sereneness of being that the king usually represents. But I will say that it harbors all of the symbolism necessary, if that makes sense. So without it being a older gentleman of darker complexion who typically would show up in this role, it still is very much, this is a fat cat, and he's fat cat in the literal sense as well as kind of the symbolic sense of taking on whatever he can by whatever means necessary. And he's happened to be very lucky in the treat department. So I do like this card for that. One of the things that I really don't like about this card is, again, if it didn't say King of Pentacles underneath, I wouldn't know that this was a court card. I wouldn't have any idea that this cat is a king or even should be sitting on a throne. Okay, Grant, all cats should be sitting on thrones. I know this. You know this. Maybe putting a throne in there would just be too much. But yeah, and also there's nothing about these treats that says pentacles. So the little jar says tuna time, and tuna is spelled wrong. It's spelled with 2 O's instead of U, and there's a little fish on it. So the fish on it makes me think water, makes me think cups, makes me think, that element rather than the earth or something like that. So I realized that you can't really have a plant on there to represent earth, but maybe instead of it having a fish, maybe a star would have been a great way to go to represent, hey, this is Pentacles. This is typically going to have this symbol on it. I think that would have been really easy to do. You could have still put tuna time on there. You could have put, anything really as nature's best or something of that nature to depict that it is treats, but also maybe the star on it or the pentacle on it would have brought you back to, hey, this is about pentacles. So those are my pros and cons of the King of Pentacles card in the Cat Tarot. And for a Wednesday card, I think it's really great. Be careful, don't bite off more than you can chew. Enjoy the wealth of things that are given to you. And as you move through the rest of the week and into the weekend, I hope that this means that you're getting everything that you deserve and that you've been very lucky in the financial and the tangible things in life. Until next time, check out the links in the description below to check out Casing the Cover or any of the other tarot card readings that we have done. And if you are interested in some of those other videos, check out the links for the playlist. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye!